Jim Mannix, how you doing? Good to have you.
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me, Kevin.
Listen, it's great to have you here. I'm really looking forward to picking your brain as the newly re-elected president of the Notre Dame Club of Charlotte.
Yeah.
A tremendous football fan. Tell me a little bit more about Notre Dame here in Charlotte and in general.
Sure. Well, we are more than a football team, and we are more than just watching our sporting teams down here in the Carolinas. The Notre Dame Club of Charlotte is about 160 members. We have about 1,000 alumni in the area, and we have about 2,000 fans that are involved with our club. And we do things from volunteering work to lectures here in the community. Our main purpose is trying to bring the resources from Notre Dame and the university down here to better the Charlotte community. And that's what our focus is.
Jim, you're being modest now about your Notre Dame association and everything like that. Not only for yourself, but come on, Notre Dame is one of the most storied entities of any kind in the United States.
Sure.
Why are they the Irish?
Yeah, well, I mean, if it goes back to why they're called the Fighting Irish, that goes back originally to a slur. They were called the Fighting Irish because our athletic teams played tough and played to the end and happened to have a lot of Irish Catholic players.
So they fought like Irishmen.
They fought like Irishmen, and what's I'm proud to say about Notre Dame is that they took the name back from it being a slur as to, there's those hooligan Fighting Irish, to here's the Fighting Irish, the fighting spirit of the Irish, and that's led and been the moniker of our sports teams ever since, that we fight like the Irish, passionately and continually.
Yeah, and I'm going to chat to you a bit about COVID, Jim, but of course one of the impacts of COVID is you became the first Grand Marshal of the St. Patrick's Day Parade here in Charlotte to not have a parade.
Yeah, I have not gotten my convertible ride yet.
Are you hanging on to the accolade until it happens?
I am. I'm holding on to it as far as I'm concerned. This is my second year.
But on a more serious note, 2020 has been a challenge for everybody. 2021 hasn't started the easiest either.
No.
How does the likes of that really impact you and your position with the Notre Dame Club?
I think mostly it's holding events, is not holding events or moving them to Zoom events. You just can't do what we used to do. We still did gather for our game watches to watch our football games, but obviously followed the rules where our home base is Tiber Creek, and just holding to the social distancing rules, and that means not being able to have, we normally have bagpipers and have other things. We had to not do that this year, a buffet and stuff like that. But our other events, we usually bring professors down for lectures from the university, and they're not allowed to travel. So we did a lot of virtual events, and those are of limited success just because of the nature of the events.
And like, Jim, we'll say with that, I mean, you've a home base as a bar to watch your games. And we've already alluded to the fact that you're more than just a fan base for
I hope so.
For football, right?
Yeah.
When we talk about the overall project of what we're looking at now, with regard to the Charlotte Irish American Centre, the Irish Festival, how does the likes of that impact you and your position and the club you're involved in?
Sure. Well, I would say, first of all, the Irish Festival is a great promotional event for us to be involved with, to get other people to know that there is a very active Notre Dame Club of Charlotte. In 2019, in fact, we ran 28 separate events. So we are very active, and getting our name out there. And then also, we want to support the Irish community here. And I think that's an important thing for us to do. As far as the Irish American Center, we would absolutely be thrilled with that. We would want to help hold some of our events there, hold meetings or lectures there. We could hold many of our events there and help promote it. And I think it would be a boon to our community as well, more than anything. If
you could tell anybody watching right now why they should support the development of the Irish-American community in Charlotte, and to help us build a centre, what would you tell them?
Well, I would first of all say that we have a vibrant Irish community here, an Irish-American community as well. This area has, for immigration, has an awful lot of connections to Ireland. In fact, we did a lecture last year on that. And it's a vibrant community, and bringing Irish culture to this area, to a newer city, this clean, newer city, it needs more culture. It needs Irish culture. And promoting a place to gather, a base for us to have events, would just be a tremendous venture for Charlotte. And I hope people will support it. I know we will.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Jim Mannix, your time is, as always, appreciated.
Thank you.
And thank you for adding some story to what is this wonderful project that we're trying to get off the ground. And I really appreciate your time.
Great. And thank you for doing this.
You got it.